down and she rolls along.
Okay, so we're out here with Maverick today, warming him up for a show that we're going to show him at, hopefully in the near future, for Western Dressage. These are some of the things that I normally do when I'm working him. I'm going to go through my normal routine for some of my students who have seen the spiral in, the square corners. The things I try to figure out with Maverick are, where are the holes? Where is he imperfect? And he's been working really, really nice, but when I go to the left, sometimes he kind of wheels out of the circle. He doesn't like me saying that about him, that he's imperfect, but some of the times when we roll him back off of the fence going left, he can kind of suck back a little bit. So these are just little imperfections. And then what I like to do is I like to ride my horses without stirrups when I first start, because that really helps me to tighten up my own body, to get my leg really, really deep, get my seat really, really deep, so I can communicate with my horse to the best of my ability. And in the most part, they do a really, really good job. So all I have to do is push the right buttons, which we're going to go through spiral in, square corners, picking up the lead, and lateral movements with some rollbacks. Okay? So I always start off when I'm picking my horses up in the bridle. I don't grab a hold of them and put a bunch of leg on them. I just simply float my reins. And this kind of warms the horse up. He kind of knows already what he's supposed to do. I'm marking my perfect circle with a cone. And we're going to start off with a little jog trot. And I got this horse in the frame by bumping on my inside rein, holding my outside rein real steady. It's really, really important that you ride with straight lines, which means my back has to be straight, my arms need to be straight. If I feel any heat in my arms or my wrist, I know there's something wrong. So I really try to ride completely straight at all times. Now, he's really, really light, so if he's doing a good job, one of the big things that I like to do is reward him. So you'll see me pat my horses a bunch. I don't necessarily have to grind on them because they want to do their job. So once I get this going, I might go into like what we call the square corner, which is just a simple counter bend to the outside, getting the front end to move faster than the rear end. But when I do this, I'm really going to sit tall. I'm going to sit on my left cheekbone. And once I get all that figured out, I might go to the inside, and I might work on my spiral in. So I'm going to go large circle, medium. I'm using my inside leg for the gas pedal. And you can kind of see that he's spun out of control there, just a step or two. And then we're going to go small circle. And you can kind of look at his ears and his demeanor, that he's very, very cooperative. From here, we're going to go lateral movement, which means I'm going to pick up left, open right, left leg applied, back to the large circle. When he gets there, I'm going to close the window or close my outside rein. Reset myself, little posting trot. I like the posting trot, especially for this horse, because he's a little quiet and he needs a little bit more gas. I really want to snap my hip forward. When I'm riding him, I got a big inside leg push. And then I'm going to bring him right back to maybe my counter bend. And then I'm going to roll him back. And this is just to really get this horse listening. I'm going to roll him back to that outside leg. He's kind of looking around a little bit. No big deal. I'm going to do this 2 or 3 times till I got him listening 100%. Once I get him there, we go back to a square corner. And inside flex. And hook. So the reins really got long on me. Okay, so I know right now that if I want to ride this horse to the best of his potential, I've got to be perfect. Okay, there's really no way that I can be anything but perfect on this horse. The only way he's going to get it if I do it correctly every single time, every single day. Now I want to check my lead. And what I'm looking for is this outside leg to come up underneath me. So I'm just like, now. I want my inside leg forward. I want full contact on the bridle in some kind of a frame. Cancer. Okay. So once you have all that figured out and the horse is working pretty good, he cantered off all right. He could be a little bit more in shape and a little sharper, so that's one of the things I have to work on. But for right now, I'm going to work on my rollback. So I'm going to go ahead and pick him up off the bridle. See if I can, what we call shaking his head down or put him into the frame. Approach the rail at a 45-degree angle. Just simply roll him back over his hop. Throw a little gas pedal on it going to the right. And here you've got a couple of options. It kind of feels like I would spiral in with him. So I'm just going to take my outside leg, keep him nice and light and round. As soon as I get him here, I'm going to go lateral movement to the outside. Real nice. Now you've got a couple of options here. We're going to go Koscki to trot. I'm going to recheck my reins. Little kiss forward with the little inside leg. Outside rein is real stationary. I want to snap my hip forward. I'm going to shrink down this horse's body real quick. A little half halt, not a stop, a half halt. Check my outside hip. Now, canter. Good. You can see that he's really starting to get down in the package. And that's cool. I'm going to light my seat. I'm going to ride up on my pelvic bone. Not let him spin out of control. That's a really, really nice stop. I'm going to go ahead and ask him to back up just a step. Kind of ran through it just a pinch. And that's not really his fault. I allowed my reins to get long, so I couldn't give him a real solid half halt like what I wanted. So again, as far as I'm concerned, this horse did his job. So I'm going to reward him. Try to encourage him to want to do the work. I don't want to grind it out of him. I don't want to force it out of him. I want to go to his level, not him come to my level. So once I got him listening again, we've changed direction, so I'm going to go ahead and pick him up, jog trot, and go. Let's go half halt, or sorry, square corner. So I'm going to bend his head to the outside leg. I'm going to sit tall and give. Pick up and give. Pick up and give. Pick up, change direction. Put it right down in the package. My inside rein vibrating to the outside rein being really consistent.
On the road, come dust down, pedals down and she rolls along.